Good morning, sunshines. And I hope the sun is shining at your house today because I love every one of you. So let me have a little sippy of my tea. And it's not a Long Island tea, but if it was tonight, because I'm going to Margaritaville for a little gambling with my husband because he was in the casino business forever. I would have me a Long Island tea. But starting out today, I'm just having a good old iced lemon tea. So, guess what today is, y'all? Did you know? I didn't know. Today is International Women's Day. So, let's celebrate us because without woman, there wouldn't be man. But in the beginning, without man, there wouldn't have been a woman because we were created out of the man's rib. But after that, everything went to hell in a handbasket, didn't it? Now, in my household, we have equal opportunity completely. I cook, my husband does the dishes. He does more cleaning in the house than I do. I like to decorate. I'm a visionary. I like to get the house a certain way with the decor and all that. And I will dust and I will do the little fine tuning, but the big major stuff, well, not totally the big major stuff. He will vacuum, but I will do all the steam cleaning and mopping like that. But I only do it once a month. I'm not going to be my mother. My mother, OCD wasn't even a word for her. But that's not how I like to live my life. I like to enjoy photography. I like to get out in nature. I like to get out in the world and have fun. So the title of, get a shower today, my hair's so curly, is Thank You, Molly Golightly. Let me get my little happy ears. Okay, yes. Dun, da, da, da. Literally. And actually, I'm really being serious about this. I need to get serious. Goodness, you can't see my ears. Good. Without her, without us, all of us coming across this lady, we would have not have found each other. And I have not had my channel, but let's see. It used to be Lolita's live streaming, which I never got into that much. So actually, really, this channel's only been here since early January. And we've all came together. We're getting to know each other. We're sharing our hearts together. And that's what I want this channel to be about. And I've got a lot of things going on in my head that I want to do with this channel. I've always called y'all my sunshines. And that didn't just start here. With my friends, I always greet them with a big smile and say, hello, sunshine. And then we all bust out laughing. I've been doing this since I was in my 20s. And we've got to make it through this life. Laugh more, laugh at self. I laugh at myself so much because I know that I wasn't born right. I don't know if the doctor slapped me on the wrong end. Instead of slapping me on the bottom, slap me upside the head. But something's not right up here, and I know it. But in a good way. I have empathy for others. I have deep caring for others. I can feel other people's pain. I don't think that I would have ever went into crisis counseling after I retired from the insurance business when I was 40 years old. Then I went into crisis counseling with my minor in psychology, and I did that for 15 years, and I stopped at 55, and I would continue to do it, and I think I'll get into it in the volunteer aspect of it, because I did it because I felt strongly about helping people in crisis and empowering other women to know that no matter what, where you're at right now, you can be at the bottom, but the only bottom, very bottom, is if you don't pull yourself up by the bootstraps. If you have to hang on to another person to get strength to come out of that, then that's okay. That's okay. Be it a family member, be it a good friend, be it a therapist, whatever. And I was so thankful that I was involved in this ministry that really, let's see, how many women were there? We had 7 volunteers and staff, 7 on staff, and probably 40 something volunteers. And we had a heart for this ministry, and this ministry still goes on. And so I think a lot, when I left that ministry, I was fighting this cancer battle. So then I said, I will always be involved in some kind of ministry. And so I thought, well, I want to make this YouTube site, even though I do parodies, we have fun with that. It is a parody. I mean, she makes it easy. I can't sit I've got to live my life also. I can't sit all day and try to figure out different people that I want to impersonate or act as. So I'd rather bring this site more as about us. You know, what are we battling with? What do we need from each other to achieve our goals and to be the change in the world, to be empowering women, to lift up somebody else. You know, when you are feeling low, many times, y'all, my mother had bipolar illness, bipolar 2. I have been diagnosed a couple times with some severe depressions. I don't know. I mean, they've never said it, that I had a bipolar, but I know that I can switch into some, excuse me, let me get some tea. Hypomanias, I guess, because that's when the comedian in me comes out the best. But I am very creative. I'm an artist, self-taught now. Nothing perfect about me. It's a pretty pelican, though, that I did. But I want to make things for us to like. And I will probably develop some merchandise. Nobody has to buy it. It's not about me making money. Like I said, I will give to charity and I will show you. And many of you said, let's do it for our veterans. Well, then that's what we'll do it for, because I think they have got a bum rap for all they have done for us. I mean, to these great men to go in there and fight for our superpower here. They go in and many of them come back with post-traumatic stress disorder, so ill, without limbs, and feel like, why? I bet you it goes through their minds. They think, why did I do this? Because nobody's doing anything for us. And that could bring tears to my eyes. My father was a veteran, and he was a proud veteran. And so I feel like that I want to make some really good t-shirts and things for our merch for our phones that make us think about our unity in Hello Sunshine. Make us think about that we are together and that we will stand and unite together for each other, and that we know that we can safely, I'll make a Facebook page for this page also, and that we can safely come to each other and say, I'm battling with this or that. Will you pray for me? Will you stand in the gap for me? Will you be there for me? Now, I know that each of us don't believe alike. That's okay. I've had people say in my comments, well, you talked about Valentine's Day, but you didn't mention anything about like significant other, or how do you feel about gays? Because I love your channel. Well, let me tell you how I feel about people that are gay. I have believed this since I was probably in my 20s, because I was surrounded by a few gay men, and we would go on break together and we would talk about life and in depth. And they were the most amazing, loving guys. And they would say, look, Lolita, I knew this since I was little. So, contradictory what the Bible says, I will always say this. The Bible is written by different prophets and people just like us, flawed, very flawed, murderers, people that didn't believe in themselves. But Jesus chose them to reign, to show the mightiness that he could do through them. So back to my gay friends, they knew this. They knew this when they were young. Just like, does anybody want to have mental illness? Do you think my mother and my great-grandfather that committed suicide wanted to have that on him? To feel that bad inside that he took his own life? No. My mother never was diagnosed with the bipolar 2 until she was up in her 50s. We just didn't know what was wrong with her. We just thought that she was the Energizer Bunny. We just thought she was Superwoman. Do you think that I myself, that have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I think it was from 1995 to the year 2000, I had agoraphobia so bad. Thank God the mailbox was on the house, because I used to just go like this to get the mail and come back. I mean, I didn't even go outside because I would have such bad panic, because what had occurred to me when I was 21 years old had affected me so bad that it just came crashing down on me. I think I was in 34 when I just came crippled with it. You know, I'd masked it with a medication, but then it just crippled me. And thank God that somebody that I saw, and I still see to this day, believes in me so much that they won't let me stay in that place. So when I say thank you, Molly Golightly, I mean it. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us together, because that's what you did. The people that you call garbage people, that we are far from garbage, you united us. And I'm thankful for that, because we can come together and we can love each other and we can be ourselves and we can be truthful, and we see things in you that we don't want to be in ourselves. So work on you, because I know that I, for one, am a very forgiving person. I would just like to see you find yourself and be truthful, and not come in here in YouTube and be a bottom feeder. And I know that you want to entertain, and I know people watch train wrecks, because I've been in YouTube at least almost 2 years now. That's what pulls the views, is the train wrecks. So once again, y'all think about what I'm thinking about doing, and I'll get the P.O. box, and I'll try to start working on developing a place for us to just unite and grow together. And that's what we need. We need to be love and light. We need to help each other through this life, because Empowering women always make it. When you empower each other, you never fail. Somebody's always got to have somebody's back door and be lifting them up. So y'all have a fab Friday, because I plan on it. I love my sunshines. Bye-bye now.